up on YouTube right now. Go ahead and skip this one if you want. I'm basically replaying exactly what I did last Thursday because my computer crashed. Or no, my computer didn't crash. The game crashed, and I lost all my progress. So I'm replaying it right now, and I figured, well, if I'm going to be replaying Bioshock 2 now anyway, I might as well do it with you guys. So it's late at night on a Wednesday evening. I published my lore video. All of that is done. And I figured I would use the opportunity now to make some progress to get ready for my next live stream. And I figured I'd take you along with me. Also, we're going to be going over a schedule for the upcoming several days and the upcoming week. So I did a live stream of Vault 94 yesterday, which was a lot of fun. I had a great time. It was a fun live stream because I got to go with Many a True Nerd and Juicehead and Up Was Not Jump, and the four of us tackled that particular dungeon. Well, we managed to get through it, but we didn't get all of the lore, so I need to go back into it. I tried to do it at the end of my live stream, but I ended up dying. It was really difficult. So one of these days, I'm going to be going back into Vault 94 just so that I can get everything, all of the lore, and do a lore video. But that's not going to be this week, and it's not going to be next week because I have a family vacation. It's my first family vacation since like 2014. It's been a very, very long time, and we are taking a week off. I say first family vacation. We have done other trips, but they've always been holiday trips or, visiting family. This is a legit vacation where I'm going to a destination specifically to enjoy my time there, which is interesting. It's an interesting concept. I'm looking forward to that. But that starts next week. So that means next week I'm going to be completely out of town. So I'm not going to be able to meet any of my obligations next week, including my live streams. So no live streams next week. No lore videos next week. I'm not going to be able to have time for any of that. Also, for the rest of this week, no live stream either. No lore videos either. My wife is out of town right now, so I've got the kids, and they're still young, so they need full-time parental supervision. No way I can just set them on the couch and have them take care of themselves with Cheetos and a Nintendo 64. The memories. So they're a bit too young for that. So I'm not going to be producing any more lore videos this week. I published my lore video for the week yesterday. It was a lot of fun. It turned out really well. I'm super excited with how it was received. An epilogue to Fallout 3. I'm just really pleased with how that turned out. It's almost 50 minutes long, but that's my lore video for the week. I killed myself to get it out by today. I stayed up till like 5 in the morning this morning just working on that video, but I got it done. It's out. That's my lore video for the week. Now, as you can see, I'm live streaming, and it's because my kids are in bed. So the plan is to do tomorrow's show as usual, but I'm going to have to do it later in the evening. Like around now, 9 o'clock. So instead of 7 o'clock when I typically do my show, I'm going to have to do my show at 9 o'clock tomorrow. That's the that's the procedure so far. That's the plan. So just spread the word. Instead of 7 o'clock tomorrow, the regular show is 9 o'clock. And then my Friday show of The Sinking City is canceled, sadly. I was looking forward to playing it, but I'm not going to be in the house. I'm going to be taking the kids out somewhere, do something fun. And I'll be with the kids all day. So I can't do any work. So that's the plan for this week. One more live stream this week, tomorrow, and then nothing next week. So just letting everybody know ahead of time. And now we can get to Bioshock. So if you missed my show last week, we got pretty far, and then the game crashed, and I lost almost all of my progress. In fact, I lost all of my progress. This is right where we came out at the very beginning of the DLC. And that's because apparently there's no auto-saving in the game, so I'm going to have to manually open this up and save for every couple of minutes so I don't lose my progress. Oh, that reminds me. Since I'm replaying content I've already done, I'm going to set the difficulty to easy for now until we get back to the point where we were, and then I'll set it back to hard. Just because, you know, I don't want to spend 5 hours redoing what I spent 2 hours doing earlier. So let's whip through it, get to that spot, and then move on. But first, consumables. Oh, I forgot to pour the whiskey in that. Let's change that. There we go. Saw the liquid level go up just enough. Try this again. Much better. And my wife is at the airport right now, so she'll be texting me throughout the night, I'm sure. So if I stop to answer my phone, that's why. Good to see everybody in the chat. Vorbots Deskrieg says, really enjoyed your collab with Up It's Not Jump, Scotch and Smoke Rings. Thank you very much. I hadn't done anything with Up It's Not Jump in the past, and it was really good to meet him for the first time and try something with the community. So yeah, it's something I want to do more of. It was received really well. Got a lot of wonderful feedback from that, and I want to do more of it. Okay, I can go upstairs where I can go around. And I'm forgetting exactly which way I went. Okay, this was the holotape. We already listened to it, but, you know.
Mr. Porter, let me be the first to congratulate you on the founding of Rapture Central Computing. The great chain only grows stronger with each pair of hands laid upon it. I trust that you and I will choose to pull Rapture in the same direction.
Alright. Since I've already done this once, I should be able to get through it much quicker. And then I'll be able to save and not lose my progress this time. Exit or airlock. That's airlock. That's probably locked, yeah. And then up here we've got the the creepy robot girl.
Welcome to Minerva's Den, the home of Rapture's high technology.
Okay, I think I know what we did last time. We have to go directly behind, don't we?
What steps into Minerva's den? Potter's newest toy? He wants to tinker for himself. But you see, old friend, the machine has chosen me.
Wow, easy is so much easier.
Reed Wall. He and I founded Rapture Central Computing together, but the greedy bastard pushed me out years ago. The splicers, the security. He pulls the strings in Minerva's den now.
Holy cow, I'm shocked at the difference. Mainly in the lack of damage they did. I mean, I was able to kill him in two shots with this thing, and they barely did any damage to me. Okay, so I need to go again behind the thinker, right? Big Al says, lol, you can tell Oxhorn's a Fallout player. Every audio recording is a holotape. You're right. Down here. Nope, locked. The nice thing about this is everything's locked, so it's not like I can go the right way this early. There we go.
you, Sigma. You think that Porter is your ally, but the Thinker knows better. The Thinker knows.
What would Rapture be like without automation? Opening doors to pneumatic deliveries. Rapture's central computing keeps life running smoothly.
Wow.
The power is rerouted. That should tip things in our favor. Head up to my office in the executive wing. I've got something you'll need. Hurry now.
All right, I'm going. Watch out for the security camera. That's right. Oh, okay. I know exactly where I am now. If I recall, the tonic I need is right over here. That's security command. But I don't actually have anything to, to command it to do.
What's the secret of Rapture's central computing success? The most advanced computing device in the world. The Thinker.
Software. I'm gonna try to remember which ones I skipped, because I don't want to cheese it or anything. That wouldn't be fair. I think I skipped that save, because I was just fed up.
Mr. Ryan hired me to build a computer that could keep an entire city running on time. The Rapture Operational Data Interpreter Network. Folks call it the Thinker for short. We've harnessed the power of Atom even in this, allowing the mainframe to process data at the speed of thought. In other words, it thinks for us. Yes. And with the completion of the independent reasoning processor, it may finally think for itself. If Turing could see me now.
Varoxa says, oh wow, you're this far back. Yeah, when it crashed, I lost everything. I hadn't saved it all. Speaking of which, we'll save. That's my wife. She's still sitting at the gate. She's gonna snack some M&Ms. Okay, purchase gene upgrades. No, I don't know what I'm going to be getting for free yet, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, that's right, and that was broken, so I don't need to worry about that. I remember this being a pain.
No one is supposed to be here.
Yeah, I remember this one. Ah! No.
Sorry! Over there!
Chechnyan vodka. Sardines, tasty. Wow, money dropping like crazy. Potato chips. Old Tom whiskey. If I recall, I don't think I hacked any of the saves. So if I'm being fair, I shouldn't do any this time on easy mode. Ah! Wow, they hardly hurt you at all. Whoa, what was that? Is that me jumping? Okay, there's another safe that I think I gave up on. I think I tried to hack that one twice and then just gave up. Is it okay if I talk about Fallout 76? Yes, by all means. There's no restrictions on this broadcast. Talk about whatever you want. I mean, as long as it's, you know, not like porn or something. But yeah, you can talk about whatever you want. Oh, I think I missed the speed of my mouse move. There you go. Laura says, I remember seeing a museum replica of the Thinker when I was a small child with my grandma in a museum in Pasadena. I was impressed and fascinated with art and the sculpture. I've always really liked the Thinker. I also was introduced to it at a young age. I've never seen a reproduction of it in person, but I remember seeing it a lot in history books when I was a kid for some reason. All right, save. Got it. Those splicers are tough. And Jet, easy mode is saving the day. Healing kits were a real struggle on hard mode, but now, nothing.
Those vacuum bots sucked up all sorts of things before they went on the fritz. Crack one open, and you might find something you can use.
Yeah, look at that. First time stopped up on...
Why?
Is he dead? He's dead. Alright, I believe I went to the corporate offices first. Oh, hello. I love how a cream-filled cake is going to refill my hit points. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Ugh. It was tricky. All right, do we go to the lounge? Yeah, I remember we went to the lounge after we cleared the rest of this. So let's clear this first. Where is she? There was one more. Found an upgraded spear gun. Yay, my spear gun!
The Thinker's perfect equation has predicted your every move, Sigma. It knew you would be here. It knows where you will be next. And it knows that you will fail.
Oh, does it now?
Wall's become obsessed with perfecting his predictive equation.
There was one more.
The Thinker can do
there?
plenty, but tell the future? No. The splicing drove him mad. Wall can rot here in rapture for all I care. We'll make a copy of the Thinker and return it to the land of the living.
I hear him. There he is.
Where? What?
Oh.
All yours!
Oh! I walked right into it.
Did you know that the Thinker processes the equivalent of 12,000 encyclopedias every day? The Thinker works hard for Rapture.
What's that? What? Oh, I forgot I could do that. I forgot I could use telekinesis. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. I'm just so bad at it. I don't use any of my powers. I never do. I'm a guns guy. I always use the weapons that I find, and I never remember about the magic in any game I've ever played. Can I say, as much as I'm enjoying Bioshock 2, the Big Daddy fights, I don't know, they're just not fun. Having to get that atom and then defend a corpse, maybe I'm just not getting the game or something, but that drives me insane. The one part about the game that frustrates me. I dread it every time we've got to do it again. Okay, did I get what I came for from this section? I think I did, which means we're good. Let's head back and go to the lounge, I believe is what we missed next, the executive lounge. On easy mode, I can just stand there. I can just stand there. Wow. Rocket spear. Careful, hacker. That'll make things easier. I'll take those. Thank you. I'll take those. Thank you. Oh, I almost missed that.
Atom is a predatory substance. After exposure, a constant supply is required to maintain its effects. Otherwise, the user deteriorates into madness. My plasmid, which releases the little ones from their servitude, is promising, but limited. It only works on the children with the slugs in their bellies. On an adult splicer or Big Daddy, you'll see rejection effect. Undesirable. But if the deterioration of mind and body were reversible, if Adam's sickness could be cured, then its predatory nature would be no more.
There we go. Well, I walked into that one. I was distracted by the holotape, so I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Laura says, plus one Big Daddy fighting another is sad when you know what we do about the lore. Yeah, I mean, the story is really tragic. Behind Big Daddies. Okay, this wing done. Now, Executive Lounge. And we can't get into there until we get a specific plasmid, which I believe I had just gotten before the game crashed.
The program just...
Let's save, right? We'll make the rule save after every new wing so that we don't have to redo the entire game.
So, the output I say.
Pardon me. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Something come loose.
This is all perfectly logical.
All right, I got my thermal cells. Is that all? Just the thermal cells? Oh, and some spear ammo.
Follow down the
Okay. Is that it? So just the thermal ammunition and a stack of spears. Sounds good. Well, I've used some, but I've got 6 left. Oh no, is that the Big Daddy? I heard a big pounce. And then, that's right, we continue here. Boardroom, Circus of Values. Oh, I remember the boardroom.
The thinker has shown me so much. My outlook was limited before. Ball games and stock prices, dollars and cents. No, the numbers spiral out. They touch everything. Hidden within them lies a predictive algorithm for you, for me, for the destiny of the base allele to the stretch of a galaxy's arm. The thinker is destined to give birth to that crystalline equation, which determines all. I thought I knew its true purpose before. I thought Porter was the fool. Now I see. I was the fool all along.
Okay, that door's gonna close behind me. I remember that. I got the hack tool.
That hack tool should come in handy. Head back up to my office.
I wanted to make sure I would get this first. Any more hack? I remember seeing some hack darts lying around. Did I find some hack darts lying around when I was here earlier? My last stream? Oh! That's right, more hack darts back here and a plasmid! Hacker's delight! Let's get that sweet spot up there. Maybe I'll see him on the way out. Oh, that's right. It was a tool. It was a dispenser. Let's get a few of these. There we go. Okay, well, even on easy mode, I suck at hacking. Outlaw Stranger, subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you, Outlaw Stranger. Sorry, it looks like my chat went offline for about 5 or 10 minutes or so. Everything is suddenly streaming back, and I'm just now catching some of the comments from a few minutes ago. I'm not going to be adventurous. Let's just get through it.
Minerva's den is mine. You think you can hack your way to the Thinker? You're welcome to try.
Over there! Incoming! Thinker. Why?
That's great. Easy mode? They just stand there while I pick them up. Dallas says, Oxhorn
Rapture
loved the
depends
video
on the
today.
thinker every day. Dispatching trains, connecting your phone calls, and keeping the air fresh. The thinker. The
And how so much of in Fallout 3 was tied to what goes on in Fallout 4.
most helpful machine in Rapture.
Yeah, I love doing all of the research for that particular video. Turned out well. Very satisfied with how everything went down. And I'm glad that I was able to produce that video for this week. Since I can't produce any more content this week, and I only have one more live stream after this before I leave town, I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with that epic video. Makes me feel better.
Oh! Got it!
Okay. Save. We're making progress. One room at a time. Killer Be Killed says, Ox, what's your favorite weapon in Fallout? Mine's the Fat Man. Well, sir, you're obviously a man of taste and refinement.
Use your hack
The
tool
Fat
to
Man is
spring
way
open the
up
door.
there for me.
That crack in the window looks big enough to get a dart through.
I love the creativity of the Fat Man. I love the way it's designed. The design of the Fat Man is just gorgeous. A lot of thought went into that. But in terms of weapons, I just use, I use more conventional weapons like the lever action rifle. I love the idea behind the harpoon gun from Far Harbor, but the execution of that particular weapon I don't think was very good. I never used it. It's way too slow. Doesn't do nearly enough damage for the slowness of its fire rate and the weight of its ammunition and of the gun, so I never used that. But aside from the harpoon gun, I mean, I love everything in Fallout. So.
It was quiet, but that treatment isn't working.
Trying to sneak up behind me, you doggone splicer. Big Al says, Oxhorn, does New Vegas take place during Fallout 3 or what? No. It takes place many years after Fallout 3. Not 10 years like the events of Fallout 4. I think it's like 5 or so years. I forget how many years. But it's after. It's after Fallout 3.
Wall splicers haven't gotten into my office thanks to the Thinker's security. I'm giving you top-level access now. All right? Beginning scan.
Scanning. Designation. Sigma. Please, come in.
Chaku Norisu. So that's me. I'm subject Sigma. Says, when are you getting a P.O. box? I don't have a P.O. box. It's not high up on my to-do list right now. Because I moved to a new city. I don't really know.
Sorry I can't be there to meet you in person. You've seen the state of the den these days. It's the Thinker that's important now, though. I need you to get to the computer core and print a hard copy of the Thinker's machine code. Core accesses and operations. There's an Ops access punch card hidden in the compartment under my desk there. Grab the card and head for Ops. That first year in London working for Turing, I didn't see Pearl much. Spent all day and night in a government compound, building a computer to crack the Enigma machine. Pearl got pretty fed up with me. I didn't pay her heed. And then one night, I'm out in that complex, and the blitz starts falling. Next morning I came home to find nothing but ashes where I last saw her. Nothing but ashes.
That's a huge telegram. Can I just say that? It's like the width of my body. That's enormous. I know they blew it up so we could read it, but come on, it's a telegram. It's supposed to be smaller than that. Looks like chat has paused again. For some reason, I'm not seeing any new chats. Twitch does that sometimes, I've noticed. YouTube is pretty good about the consistency and reliability of their chats, even though there is a delay. Oh no, the cat's still dead. Babbage is still dead. So I wasn't the one who killed him. I'm glad I'm going through again because I'm picking up some details that I missed earlier.
Kotor's time is done, friend. And now you collude with this traitor to steal the Thinker away from me? Sigma must be removed from the equation.
Come and get me.
Thinker, deploy office defenses.
Okay.
Wall. He was a brilliant engineer. We saw eye to eye once, long ago, but the splicing made him paranoid, delusional. He'd murder us both to keep the Thinker here.
Wow, I can't believe I'm so stocked up on thermal cells that I can't loot the ones that were in there. Easy mode is really just all about the story, isn't it? Just allowing you to go at your own pace so that you can pick up the story. Well, let me start using some of these thermal cells so that I'm not wasting opportunities. Let's save this real quick. Yeah, the chat still isn't updating for some reason. Let me see if I can refresh. Give me a second. Hopefully that helps. I had to refresh it. All right.
Who's there? Wanna be better?
I'm gonna go get those thermal cells now. Yeah, there you go. Now I can see the chat. Killer Be Killed says, Zoc's favorite weapon was the shotgun. Yeah, I do love my shotguns. I'm not gonna lie. I used a shotgun on my main in Fallout 4, the triple barrel shotgun, which doesn't do quite as much damage as I would hope it does, but it feels good while using it. I don't use it for the damage. I use it for the style. That's where I came from. Okay, here we go. What? Did this whole place respawn or just that guy? Just that guy. And I don't have the plasmid I need to get in there yet, do I? But I'm going to remember where that is so that I can go back, making a mental note. Veroxis says, see my message, know its meaning. Sorry, if you made a message about 5 minutes ago, I can't read it because all messages from back then are just gone from my chat. So, I don't know, Twitch is weird sometimes. If the chat isn't the active browser tab on Twitch, I don't see all of the messages. And when I'm in a game, naturally it's not the active browser tab because the game.
The Rapture Central Computing mainframe performs over 1 million calculations per second. Couldn't your business benefit from that kind of power? Contact a corporate accounts representative today. Rapture Central Computing in your Rapture directory.
The Lancer is the most technically advanced Big Daddy that Rapture ever produced. Now it stands between you and the Little Sisters. And if there's anywhere that you'll need Atom to get by, it's Minerva's Den.
Great. Well, let's see what a Big Daddy is like on easy mode.
Subject Sigma rises above the pack, A futile gesture before the all-knowing thinker.
Come visit the thinker today in Minerva's Den.
There we go. Yeah, easy mode just makes everything wonderful. Much less stressful. But of course, for the sake of pride, we'll go back to hard mode. Back when I get to where I was. Oh, pride, the destroyer of all, the ruiner of live streams. Let's save real quick.
Right here. See it glow?
Yep, I see it. I only have 8 spears. Let's do it.
Do what you will with the girls. Twist your body with Adam. The thinker's perfect equation accounts for all possibilities.
Angels remember, so we remember.
Why? You're doing this on purpose.
Wow. I'm completely out of money too. Or stocked up on money.
You'll see.
Sticky where angels fall, where roses grow.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, man! Okay, this guy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go get the little sister. She's probably done now.
I'm telling the other girls that I have the best daddy.
Okay, now, I need to go to operations. Let's loot up first. We used a lot of laser ammo there. And I'm full up on, coin.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Is there an ammunition vendor down here? I should probably get rid of this, huh? He was trying to heal up on it when I came by and killed him. Oh, that's right, I can go that way. But we're going to be going that way in a bit. There it is, ammo vendor. Another one. I should have destroyed these before I bought my my first aid kits.
Bienvenido al Modanito.
Seriously, I can get everything practically. Almost everything. All right, well, let's go pick up the money. I know I left a lot of money. Then there was the big guy. He was laying over here, wasn't he? Here we go. Back to the ammo vendor. Hey Ox, when do you recommend getting the starched jeans perk? Only when you have a mutation that you want to keep. Yeah, I was pretty late in my gameplay when I got the starched jeans perk. Well, I'll get that later. On to operations.
Hell. The maglock door's still active. It's regulated by the resistors plugged into that relay. If you can find a way to yank them out, magnets fail, doors open. There's a plasmid that could do the job. They called it Gravity Well.
On to Gravity Well. That's in the the archives?
According to the Thinker's records, the airtight archives warehouse supervisor had a shot of Gravity Well on hand. Getting into the archives warehouse, that'll be the fun part.
And then that triggers the next audio when I get here.
The door to the archives is shorted out. I'd check the McClendon Robotics workshops for a shot of Electrobolt.
Okay, and that brought me over here.
Your possessions define you.
Another malfunctioning door control? Your hack tools should get you into McClendon Robotics.
Remember, that's airtight archives, located in Minerva's den.
Porter and I are partners, but he's wasting that machine. In off hours, I've been using it to predict the outcomes of baseball games, and it is incredibly accurate. Apply such equations to Rapture's markets. This thing is the money-making grail. But Porter, I have heard them feeding it recordings of his dead wife. The fool wants to turn the Thinker into a person. I could not imagine a sadder fate for such a perfect machine.
Drill dash, finally. That's what I've been waiting for. And I'm stocked up on drill fuel. Oh, man. All right. Remote hack darts. McClendon Robotics. And my cache. Robotics workshop or demonstration. I think I did both. This was where I was when I crashed. But I had cleared both sections first. Alright. I like the rivet gun, just not as well as my spear gun.
We're still working on that!
If I could get better aim. Let's use some of my laser cells. That's dropping a lot. Now, which way did I go? Did I go to the demonstration stage or to the workshop? Let's do a hard save. I don't want to go too far because that's for my primary broadcast, and I don't want to go over stuff that I am not streaming on the primary broadcast. So I think I went to demonstration stage.
Make this
This looks familiar. Yeah,
Mom,
this is familiar.
What's 7 times 12?
Don't
I did
ask
go
me,
for it.
silly. Ask the computer tutor.
Honey, I'm home from work. What's that wonderful smell?
The automatic chef made your favorite tonight. Tuna surprise. And I didn't have to lift a finger.
Yay! Thanks, Mom.
Don't thank me.
I guess sometimes a cloud of lead just ain't enough. Today I signed for a shipment of those new bot models from McClendon. One variety tosses lightning bolts and the other fires a swarm of rockets. I understand we got some sensitive info bouncing around the mainframe, but brother, these guys ever heard of overkill?
Okay. Veroxa says, I really hope the chat didn't freeze again for Ox. Me too, says Killer Be Killed. Well, those are the most recent chat messages that I can read. So, I don't know. You tell me. or you can't tell me, I suppose. It'll freeze and then restart every 5 minutes or so. Alright, let me finish looting this. And if I don't see any new chats, then I'll go ahead and refresh it. Vending machine. I don't think I have enough money yet to make it worth my time. I'll get this corpse on my way back out. How about that? Because I recall I did have to come back out.
Nobody hurt my daddy!
This is just a plasma gun, right? Eve Link. I should probably use my Atom, huh? Let's store in Gene Bank for now. There. Yeah, I see plenty of chats. See new chats. Okay, well, let's get that body. Oh.
It understands me.
Oh, just in time. Just as the bot got to me.
That's top secret!
All right. Now.
We got Adam, Daddy.
Yeah. Let's try it.
Roses and sunshine mean angels. I'm a good girl, Mr. B.
Stop running! Give me what's in your
Daddy's giving you sword and party!
equipment!
She's gonna watch me do
Daddy's mad and you're sorry!
Yeah, honey.
Unzip him, Daddy! All done, Daddy! I'm always safe with Daddy.
Okay. Oh. Let's pick up my spears. Loot as many of these corpses as possible. Do I not have the music on? Yeah, the music's all the way down. That's right. I wanted to avoid demonetization. I'll be selective. I'll turn it off when I hear a song. Oh, that's right. I destroyed the other first aid kits. The other first aid stations. Rivets. Alright, I'm going to have to keep an eye out for one of those holes in the wall. The bodies turned into lockboxes. Harder to loot. Oh, a gene bank. Where's the Atom shop? The Atom upgrade. No sense using the gene bank if I don't have an extra slot. There we go. Okay, robotics workshop and the demonstration stage. So I was in the robotics workshop, I believe. So we'll save here. Thank you, Brian and Laura, for reminding me to save. All right, where's my harpoon gun? I was having a hard time finding it during that last battle. There it is. Hey, I'll send her home.
Heidi Holt.
I release you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no internet. You're okay. Okay. I had just discovered like a ventilation shaft on the ground that I had to crouch down into. And I had just looted that room and triggered a big battle when it crashed. So that's where I'll save and then exit the live stream. If I can find my way back there. I'm gonna laugh if I crash again at that same spot. I mean, and by laugh, I mean throw my computer across the room in rage. Because that's what I'll really do. I've got cash. Let's spend some of it. Buzz off! Doggone hook monster. System design and workshops. I think I just went to first come, first serve. Yeah. System design. This is where I was.
At least this will come as a surprise to you.
Oh. I hate these wall climbing splicers. Just dangling from the ceiling. Golly. Take the spears from that spear gun at least. Ah! Okay, and then what was down here? Ooh, hello. Oh, and I don't even need it because I haven't been using my powers. Pick up the spear gun, it upgrades the gun. No. It doesn't upgrade the gun. You have to go to an upgrade station. Here I am trying. All it does is give me more spear ammunition. You upgrade your weapons by going to a Power to the People station, I believe is what it's called. Okay. Pop-up cola, rivets. Oh yeah, my first dismembered doll. And there were a bunch of dismembered dolls on the other side of that hatch, if I recall, which creeped the snot out of me. Uh-oh. What are you printing? It said something 011101. Didn't it say Devon just a minute ago? Colin Fogel. Devon St. Clair? Are these like developers? Colin Fogel and Devon St. Clair? Does this mean anything? Is that like a sci-fi reference that I just don't get? Colin Fogel and Devon St. Clair? These enemies sound like mole miners. Says Fire Rocks. You're right, they do, don't they? Well, no, actually, I think that's my character getting hit. I think when my character gets hit, he sounds like a mole miner because he's got the big helmet on.
A thing like that, losing the only person you care about for somebody else's war, it makes you take stock. I started seeing eye to eye with Mr. Ryan around that time. And so, I brought my know-how down to Rapture. I built the Thinker for him, and now it's all I've got. I wonder sometimes, what if I'd come around to Ryan's way of thinking just a little sooner?
Poor guy. Now, I have some auto-hack darts, but I don't want to ruin the gameplay that I had previously. I think I skipped this because it was too difficult, so I'm just gonna bypass it for now. Maybe when I switch back to hard mode, I can come back, but frankly, I'm pretty stocked up as it is. I heard someone. There you are. Ah! That alarm whenever a turret sees something is just annoying. I should change it to my ringtone. Ah! Ooh, headshot. Is that it? Then I need to go to the workshop, right? Yeah, that is it. Oh, I went around the other side and I did a big loop. Okay, so off to the workshop. In there, I believe, is where I ended my last live stream. So, hard save. Will this be uploaded to YouTube later? Says Vamped Live. Yes, it will. It will. I'll put it in my Minerva's Den playlist as well. At the beginning of the broadcast, I said, if you saw the previous broadcast, you may want to skip this recording because it's the same content. But, I'll let them decide. All right, I believe in here we got the gravity plasmid and we got electricity. And there's more dismembered dolls out here. Oh, fun. Hide from the security camera or destroy it. Handyman. That's useful.
inside? No. The drive sequence is incomprehensible. Ah, fucking...
Here we go.
This ain't fair.
Gotta weigh my options.
Albeit with...
Ah! Oh, thank you, turret. Man, that turret up there saved my bacon. So I need to find a way to open those. Gather spears. Okay, so I came from... See, I'm getting all turned around. I came from here. That's the way out. What's down here? A bunch of booze, which I don't need. So I could go upstairs or down into that room. I believe that room is where the tunnel was. So let's go upstairs for now. Aha! Telekinesis for the win. Looks like my bot's down. Oh, wait, no, that's... I think that might be where I was. Oh, okay, I remember.
Pearl's death opened up a kind of hole in my mind. But eventually I got around to reflecting on Alan and his intelligence test for machines. I remember grinning about the idea that I could beat it. Design a machine capable of replicating Turing himself. And wouldn't that show the old man? But then suddenly I realized I wasn't really thinking about replicating Alan at all. I was thinking about Pearl.
So we tried to recreate his wife with the machine. All right, here we go. Wasn't there one more?
The Thinker's independent reasoning processor has been running for several months now. Standardized intelligence test scores continue to rise, beginning daily voice synthesis test. Good morning, Thinker. How are you?
Acceptable. Request to continue most recent conversation topic. Pearl Porter.
Oh, my late wife. Yes, I'd love to tell you all about her. I have a number of old audio recordings we made together that you could listen to, if you'd like.
Acceptable. Begin input of data regarding Pearl Porter.
You took the words right out of my mouth, friend.
He's getting too close to this robot. I have a feeling he's going to turn out to be the tragic villain of this particular DLC. All right, there it is. Electro Bolt. Finally, an offensive plasmid that I can use. Now, that just leaves that tunnel downstairs where we're going to get the gravity assist, the grav well, right? Oh. Oh, hey, guy. Oh, and he's got a little sister.
Like in your tummy?
He's having a hard time getting me up here. Is this open? Yeah. It's open now. I've got my trap rivets, and I've got a little sister now, and there's my first body. Okay, this is what I remember I was doing. I was in the middle of doing this before I went and explored the tunnel. Let's do these bodies, let's save, and then let's go to the tunnel, and then I think we'll have been where we were. Okay, here we go.
Daddy.
Sorry, wife is texting me.
It.
Here we go.
And what does all this thinking mean? I do.
Creepy girl. Okay, creepy.
This can't
That sensitive equipment thinker. Why?
Hey, easy. Oh my God.
On to you. This is not. You can't.
Working on that! Over there! Where?
Soon, Dad. Soon. Get me, Daddy!
Just you
Doggone thing, man. But I think I revised my strategy on those guys.
Daddy, you always save me from the monsters.
Right. Let's loot these bodies. Now, I thought there was another body. Maybe it's upstairs. Or maybe it was in that hallway. Nope. It must be in that hallway. Alright, let's go across and check real quick. See if it was down here. It might be in another section. Nope. Okay, down we go. Ion laser. Okay, so it looks like we need to go down. There's that shaft. The fact that it moves, Oh, hey. Just don't move, okay? Oh, they're everywhere. They are everywhere. Oh, that was what I was doing. I was trying to get into that safe.
Robotic little sisters. Robotic little sisters. Sure, Mr. Ryan, we'll take that contract. Sure, yeah, we'll front all the R&D costs, no problem. And when the big daddies ignore the little robot girls and all your fancy field tests, hell, what are we gonna do with all the full production run of these useless things?
All right, is anybody watching now who was on my show last Thursday remember whether or not I hacked this gold safe? I think I have an auto hack dart. Yeah, so I could hack this sucker open right now, but I don't want to do so unless I'm on. If I didn't do it on the stream. Anyway, this is where I was, so I think that's going to be it. All right, this is where I was, so let's save. And this is where we'll pick up for my live stream tomorrow. So there you go. We made it all the way to where we were before I had an unfortunate crashing incident Thursday last week. That means that when I pick up with my show tomorrow, we'll be right where we were at so that nobody who regularly attends the program will have missed a thing. So, plan for the rest of this week. As I said earlier, I'm going to do my show tomorrow, but it's going to be after my kids go to bed. So I'm thinking around 9 o'clock Pacific time. That's the time I'm going for. Friday's show is canceled because I've got a lot of other things I'm doing this week. And all content next week, including live streams and lore videos, is canceled because I'm going to be out of town. So that's the plan there, just so that everybody knows. And thank you for coming to this impromptu live stream on Twitch. I am going to go get some sleep. I've got a big day tomorrow. I've got to come up with an agenda to keep these kids entertained. Don't know how my wife does it. I'm going to figure it out. But thanks again for coming. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday evening. If you haven't checked out the lore video that I published today, I encourage you to do so. I put a lot of time and energy into it. It turned out really well, and I think people are going to enjoy it. So check that out. It's the epilogue to Fallout 3 if you haven't already. Otherwise, have a great one. Thanks again for coming. Be kind to absolutely everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow with a new live stream at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks again.